All right, guys, welcome back. As you can see from the title, we're going to be talking about the UEFA Champions League round of 16 matchups. But I feel like we can't go on to that. So stay tuned without talking about the soap opera, the ever ending soap opera of Kylian Mbappe to Real Madrid. So I'm going to ask you first, Billy, since you're here with us on the panel. We've got Andy as well. But I'm going to ask Billy specifically, is he coming or is he not?
He's coming, baby. It's finally happening.
TikTok?
Tick tock, tick tock. 2021, 2022, 2023. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
The third one's the nail
Everyone's
in
a
the
charm.
coffin. What do you think, Andy?
I'm cool with him coming. I feel like he ends up at Madrid. I just feel like he's just doing too much of a show, don't you think? I don't know if you saw, he was asking for a couple of like insane requests. Just to give you guys numbers, it was 125 million euros as a sign-on fee, a $50 million salary, which is double, nearly double of Vinny and Bellingham, and then he wants a percentage of his image rights right now. I don't think Real Madrid need him, so these demands are kind of crazy. I think last time he did Real Madrid dirty, no, and I think if he went to PSG, won a Champions League, comes back as like, hey, I did this. Here are my demands. Boom, he has them. But I feel like he's so much of a drama queen to be like demanding all this. I don't think Real Madrid need him, but I think at the end of the day, he will end up at Real Madrid this summer.
Yeah, I did see. I think the highest paid player in Real Madrid right now is Cruz.
Yeah,
It's what, 25 mil? He's gonna earn double that, 50 a season.
so he's demanding double.
And
Cruz,
then he has,
what's
yeah,
Cruz's resume, bro? Come on,
yeah, World Cup winner, 5-time Champions League winner.
literally.
But I don't know. I mean, he comes. He's a guy. I guess he can't have his demands, but the 120 sign on fee. That's what I'm kind of like. All right, chill out, dude.
Right.
My thing with him too is like there's been other cases I feel like where the player just straight up comes out and says, I'm gonna like right now it's February. He comes out and says he's gonna leave, but obviously he finishes out the season strong. I feel like if Mbappe was like if he was like 100% going right now, they wouldn't be someone would have said something because there's clearly somebody leaking something to media from that's
Yeah.
close to him, whether it's his agent or I don't know, family member or whatever it is. I feel like there's still a chance he stays at PSG because I just feel like everything would be more clear by now. I don't know because I mean we saw this 2 years in a row already.
Yeah.
What's to say it's not going to be a third one?
It's so the deal is it's a 3-year deal and he's nearing the end of his second one. He has the option to open up that third year or he can go wherever he wants. So yeah, I definitely think it's still be up in the air, but either this summer or next summer, I think he'll end up at Madrid.
I think he kind of had his mind set on probably coming. In the beginning of the season, they weren't letting him
Mhm.
play because of that option of the third year. Plus, I think it was like 180 mil a bonus. They weren't letting him play. They were making him train with the reserves.
Mhm.
And I guess he said, "All right, I won't take that 180. Let me play. If I do leave, I won't take the 180, but I want to play." So I don't know. Maybe he had that in the back of his mind, like, "Hey, I'll give up the 180. I'll go to Madrid. Probably ask for a sign-on bonus.
Yeah.
Who knows?"
Right, it's definitely crossed his mind.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like maybe 50-50 right now.
I think it's more like a 60, 70, 60. I'm say
Um
70-30.
yeah, honestly, I'm there with Billy. If it doesn't happen this summer, it's definitely going to happen. It's been on his mind for a while. He's been teasing Real Madrid. So I think it's going to happen. It's the next logical move in his career. It has to.
Yeah, but I think that like from feel like all these points we're making are from his point of view. We're not really
Yeah.
talking about Real Madrid's point of view at all. Which what if they how old is he right now? 25?
25.
25.
So like they wait another year, he's 26, and then it's Real Madrid's gonna be like, all right, dude, you're getting a little bit older. Like you're not worth the same you were 3 years ago when we. So
Well, I
I
he
don't
mean,
need
know.
Billy, as a Real Madrid fan, how do you feel? Do you want to take him in? Do you feel like you need him? I feel like kind of did you dirty that, was it 2 seasons ago? He kind of
Not,
teased you and just dipped.
yeah, as a Madrid fan, it's like, all right, he's coming. Tick tock, tick
Yeah.
tock. He's coming. Here we go. He's coming. And then boom. U-turn. He ends up staying. All right, forget that guy. We don't need him. We make it to Champions League semi-final and a Champions League run. And then, but at the end of the day, it's like you're always gonna want the best players in the world,
Right.
and he's probably, if not the best player in the world right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like if he doesn't come this year, I don't want to say the train's gone, but 90%.
No, I think Real Madrid fans they don't care about the loyalty and all that stuff. They just want whoever. I mean, they just want to win regardless of who's there.
Yeah.
So I don't really think it matters.
Yeah.
Which brings another good point though. Like just because he's coming doesn't guarantee anything. So
Yeah, what if he comes and doesn't perform?
exactly.
Then what?
Because his expectations are gonna be out the
Through
roof.
the roof. He has to win everything.
I saw for all the Barca fans out there, would you trade Mbappe for Araujo
Oh, I
and
saw it. De Jong.
De Jong?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't. No.
You're doing it?
No.
Why not?
Because you're strengthening one line, but you're debilitating two other ones. So it's
Yeah.
not really you're losing either way. Again, Mbappe's not gonna guarantee you anything. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously, like he's gonna do well, but he's not gonna. I mean, look at PSG. He's not gonna win you everything himself. Takes the team around him. So, and I mean, Araujo and De Jong, you're not gonna replace them very easily. So. I feel like, yeah, I wouldn't do it. But speaking of Real Madrid, I think we should start off with them on the Champions League. I think we'll analyze their game first, and they're going up against Leipzig. So
Leipzig, rematch from last year.
I think we
had them in the group stage.
We can all agree that on paper, Madrid's favorite.
I agree.
Yeah, on paper, and I just think they have a weaker squad than last year. Obviously, they're without Silva, Nkuku, what is his name? Sabo, Sly, Guardiola, and Wenger, who just went to Tottenham. I mean, you take all those guys out, and you obviously have a weaker team. They have the new striker. I forget his name. What are the Openda?
Yeah,
he's been doing decent. I think he got
from Belgium, right?
Yeah, he got a golden assist against Man City when they played it at the Etihad. But yeah, what do you guys think?
I also agree with you, Bill, with Leipzig having a weaker team, but Madrid has a few injuries and they have a big game this weekend coming up against Girona. They are fighting against La Liga. So if they lose the La Liga. So I feel like they're focused on that. And then who is injured for them? I know it's a decent amount, and then they have other players questionable, like Rudiger. We have Nacho Vini questionable for this weekend, next weekend. To be honest, if it's not too early to put a number there, I think it's a tie first game. I think Real Madrid make it out, but not scratch free in the first game since they're playing at home at Red Bull Arena. I definitely think it's like a 1-1, 2-2 situation for Madrid.
Yeah. I mean, regarding the La Liga thing, I honestly, that Girona game, regardless if Madrid wins or not, I think Madrid's going to win La Liga because I think Billy can agree they're doing everything they can to push Madrid to win the league. So I don't think they're not going to let Girona win La Liga. It's not convenient for them. It's not even convenient for them to get second place. So I think Madrid will probably beat Girona too this weekend.
Yeah.
Because what is it, Billy? They have their coaches out, and then they also have two other suspended players. And it's not like they're lack a lot of depth in their squad. So, what a coincidence, right?
We'll have no center backs for that game.
Yeah, bro,
we'll probably play Carvajal and Tchouaméni as center backs.
Tchouaméni's done a pretty good job, I feel like, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like they'll do a decent job, but you're playing probably against the best attack in La Liga, Girona.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but focusing on the Champions League, I think Nacho and Rudiger should be back. Bini probably should be back. On paper, it might look a little, due to all the injuries, might be a little tougher, but I think easy win for Madrid.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Andy. I think maybe I could see like a 2-1 Madrid win in the first leg. I think they're not going to go out without a scratch, like you said.
Yeah.
But second game, I see Madrid maybe scoring 2-3 early goals, and then Leipzig maybe scores 1 or 2, makes it a little interesting. But Madrid will end up going through.
Yeah, Madrid's
Belly
going
goal,
through.
belly goal, belly goal.
Speaking of him, I mean, he's been on a little bit of a cold streak recently.
I know, perfect time to shine.
That
Come
or
on.
Or he's just dying out.
yeah. I
Nah,
mean,
it's his game. It's his game.
it was only a
It's
matter
his
of time.
tournament.
Like he was gonna be able to hold up that form forever.
Just because of his position. If he was a forward or just of that quality, then yeah, for sure. But I just feel like, yeah, that was kind of insane, bro.
I
That
mean,
run was crazy.
I guess the way they're playing him, he's basically a forward.
Leipzig only won 2 of the last 5 games, by the way.
Yeah, they're. I mean, but if you look in there, they have. It looks like they played Leverkusen. I mean, they're one of the. They're the most informed team in Europe, arguably.
That's my Ecuadorian brother, Hincapié, last minute winner. Shout out to all the Ecuas out there.
Yeah, I mean, Leverkusen's no joke. But yeah,
I think Madrid wins. Leipzig, weaker squad this year, and apart from the injuries, I think we'll pull through.
All right, so I guess keeping it in Germany, we'll move on to Bayern versus Lazio. I guess first game will be played in Italy, and then the second leg will be played in the Bayern Stadium. It's not. Is it still called Allianz? I don't know if they changed it.
Yeah, it's still Allianz.
Allianz. Okay.
Yeah, with that game, Bayern again, just like Madrid, big game this weekend against Leverkusen, but I don't think that's affecting them. Bayern really in the group stage dominated. Lazio definitely a weaker team. I would say 2-3-0 win for Bayern. Pretty much easy dub, making it out of this stage, no big deal.
I see a Harry Kane show, hat trick, Harry Kane. Lazio is
add on to your fantasy squad for sure.
I know. Props for Lazio to making it out of the group, but Bayern just in a whole nother level. I think easy win for Bayern, home and away.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bayern's gonna take it, but regarding how easy it's gonna be, I don't actually see them making it out super easily, just because from what I saw in Bayern in the group stage, they actually showed a very poor level. I mean, they were. So? I mean, look at them in Bundesliga. They're not even what place are they in? Right, they're in second, but they're. I mean, Bayern's always ahead. Like they're always on top.
They play Leverkusen this weekend too.
Yeah, so that could be game. That could be 5-point difference right there. But I'm not even talking about like statistically. Like when I saw them play in Turkey against Galatasaray, it was like Galatasaray was kind of overloading them, and I mean they found a lucky goal, and that kind of like helped them control the game. But I mean, even against Man U, I mean that second game they played, what was it, 1-0 they won?
At Old Trafford, yeah.
And it was just kind of like a mediocre showing. I don't know.
I just feel like Bayern is starting to hit their stride. I mean, I think they're going to be out without Gnabry, Neuer's a doubt, Coman's out, and Alphonso Davies got injured over the weekend, I think. But I just still think they're going to be too much for Lazio.
Yeah. Lazio's in 9th right now in Serie A, so I definitely think Bayern's gonna dominate this stage.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can all agree Bayern's going through.
Yeah, Bayern's going through for sure.
But I guess that can bring us to another series we've got here. Kick it over to France, PSG versus Real Sociedad. I think that's I honestly, for me, out of these 4 games we're gonna discuss today, that's the most interesting matchup.
Same.
2 very, like both of them have quality players. Real Sociedad, they've kind of come from more to less, I feel like. But nonetheless, they're a dangerous team. I don't know what you guys think.
I think it's gonna be a close one, but I do think PSG pulled through. I might have had a different idea if it was the way Sociedad started in the beginning of the season, but they've kind of hit a slump in the start of the new year. So I do think PSG might pull away with this one.
Yeah, I agree. They started off strong in the UCL as well, not taking a loss in the group stage. But I think Luis Enrique has experience handling them, so I think a no problem win. I mean, not no problem, but definitely a win for PSG at home.
You're right. Luis Enrique, Spanish
Yeah,
coach. Yep.
under Celta and Barca. Yeah, he's got a
He
decent
probably
amount of
he probably
experience.
coached some of them, right?
Right,
In
for
the
sure.
national team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even the players. But yeah, so that'll be
Oyarzabal
big.
probably. You
Yeah.
know, I'm actually gonna differ with you guys. I think Real Sociedad is gonna take the series.
The
Really.
series. I
Yeah.
think first game for sure PSG. Why do you think the series though? I'm still open
So
to anything. Yeah.
um so regarding the game in France, obviously PSG they're gonna try to like take advantage of their home atmosphere, but you said Luis Enrique could be a factor in this. I honestly, Luis Enrique for me is like this is a whole nother debate. Is one of the most overrated coaches in the world
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like he's looked at as one of the top managers out there, but in reality, I feel like he lives off of that treble with Barca. So after that, he hasn't really had much success anywhere else. Failed on the national team. Failed at I mean PSG. He's had an okay start, and then he was in uh what can I think of it? What was he before the national
PSG.
team?
Oh, national team.
Or did he have a team in between?
No, it was just Spain.
Yeah, just Spain, right?
It
Okay,
was
yeah. So on the,
yeah, it was Barca, Spain, and then PSG.
yeah, on the national team, I mean, he kind of didn't do anything. Like, so I don't really know what. And then like going back to his Barca days, I mean, after that treble, he kind of had two chokes of seasons where Barca
Yeah.
probably should have won those two Champions Leagues, and he kind of like, I mean, you remember that epic comeback against PSG, but like that was like a that was a
Right.
fluke, you know.
Right. They
That was
lived
a
off of that
rob.
hype. Yeah.
So, uh,
I don't know. I mean, I guess yeah. I'd like to side with Sociedad. I think they have the third best defense in La Liga, and only 2 goals against them in the entire group stage with the
Mm-hmm.
teams of the likes of Inter. But I don't know, man. PSG, Mbappe, Asensio's is back from injury. He hasn't really featured. I think he featured the first couple games, if in the Champions League. Zaire Emery is back, the 17-year-old kid. He was on fire during the group stage. So I just think they're gonna be too much.
I
They might
think
the
yeah, I think
keep going.
Mbappe. I was just gonna say I think Mbappe for sure is the difference maker in this. If PSG make it, I think without Mbappe, I think the Real Sociedad's chances would be so much higher.
I think it'd be much more even. Mbappe is just the difference maker, like you said.
100%.
Because I mean the Real Sociedad obviously they lack European competition experience in general, not even just Champions League.
But then again, Kubo is back. He hasn't been playing for them because of the Asia Cup.
That
Who
is
knows?
true. They just got back Brais Mendes too, right?
Raish Mendes. Yep.
He played. I mean, he was one of their best players in the group stage. So
Yeah, that's what I said before. If this was the start of the season, Sociedad, I'd kind of might side with them, but I don't know. Everybody just cooled off. I think Bryce has one goal in his last 10 games. So, but then again, he just came back from injury.
yeah,
Who knows?
he's
Might
just
perfect
coming back.
perfect stage to go off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the odds right now. It says PSG is the favorite with minus 160, but that's just for the home game. I don't know. I feel like they have PSG as too heavy of favorites. But
Let me ask you this: if PSG get knocked out, does Mbappe declare it right away? I'm leaving.
I feel like at that point he could. I think it would be disrespectful for PSG, but honestly, at that point, I
Yeah.
don't think he cares.
I don't think he does either. I think he'd do it.
What if he wins the Champions League?
Well,
Does he does he
that's tough.
does he rethink it, or he says, "All right, my work here is done"?
I feel like, damn, it's like a double-edged sword. I feel like,
Him winning the champions?
Yeah,
Yep.
because like Billy just said, he could be like, all right, my work is done here. But at the same time, he could be like, well, why would I leave? Let's try to win more, you know? Why would I go struggle at Madrid?
Nah, I definitely think his work is done at PSG. I feel like even over fucking stayed we.
Yeah. I think his time to leave was not even last season, the one before that.
Yeah.
Benzema and Mbappe duo. What could have been?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what could have been, but he decided to stay and struggle.
My boy Benzi is struggling with in Saudi.
He's struggling out there. Is he
Yeah,
gonna leave?
Who knows? All right. Copenhagen City. What do you guys think? Upset Copenhagen?
this is for me like probably the like the most boring
Black
one
and
out of the
white.
four.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know, guys. I see an upset coming.
Low key.
Like
They beat the Giants, the Red Devils.
Get your ass out of here, boy. Nah, bro. Get out of here.
I like that's the only thing I could say about Copenhagen is like they showed hard against even like Bayern. They didn't play bad. I mean, they came back against Man U, and like so. I mean, City should be like they shouldn't get overconfident, but it was just Man U. So I mean,
No, literally, they're fucking terrible. Not even Europa League. No, but I definitely think Copenhagen did well in the group stage.
I mean, they made it out. That
Um,
says something.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
props for
saying.
them.
And
I
then
think
they
if
tied Bayern at Allianz. So, I mean, that's decent 0-0. So, definitely a strong squad. But against Man City, they've won their last 5 Premier League games. So, definitely in form right now. Easy dub for City.
Yeah, I mean, like regarding like Copenhagen's players, they definitely have a like couple interesting players on, like I mean, don't kill me if I mispronounce this, but El Yunusi. I've been seeing he's pretty informed and he's Norwegian. He's pretty informed recently. Seems like he's a decent player. But I think the dude that stood out to me the most, like when watching them play, is their center mid, Rasmus Falk. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. But
Rasmus?
he seemed like he was like the key player against like one of the key players in the group stage, like giving the team the balance and stuff. So, but I don't think they're gonna be able to handle City, especially
No, I
now
don't
with De
think so.
Bruyne back.
Nah, De Bruyne is just the difference maker. Like we were talking about, Mbappe just offers so much more to that City team than they already have.
Yeah, my thing that's what I'm interested to see from City more than like anything is like their I guess how Guardiola decides to play, because I feel like he's always switching his lineups, but I don't know
Yeah,
if you
he's been
guys
inconsistent.
yeah, if you guys
Inconsistent at
remember
group stage.
last year when they played in the knockout stages, you guys remember he started implementing like Stones as a midfielder.
Mhm.
It ended up working out though.
Yeah, but that's what's
Sometimes,
interesting
yeah.
is that now he's not like he's playing with 4 in the back again and without like that second pivot, I guess. So it's kind of interesting to see if he plays with 4 or 3, in the
He's
back.
playing with like a two holding now though. I think instead of the one holding, the 3, I guess the cam, 2 wingers, and then the forward. He's playing a 4-2. What is it? 4-2-3.
Like looking at this past game against Brentford, he played like a 4-1-4-1, one pivot.
Okay.
But I mean, if you look at that lineup, there's Alvarez playing. I don't think he's gonna start.
Mm, yeah, I think it's the perfect game for Holland to just coming back from his injury to just go off.
Bag a few goals, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
and
for my fantasy league.
they're relatively healthy right now as well. So that's
Foden on fire with the hat trick over the weekend.
yeah. I mean, they've got so
Yeah.
many options on the attack.
Yeah. Do you think this is a stronger or weaker team than last year
I mean,
with the likes of Mahrez? Who else left?
Mahrez.
Gundogan.
That is a big loss.
Yeah. Who'd they replace him with?
They brought in
Kovacic.
Kovacic and Mateus Nunes
Mhm.
came too.
Nunez, yeah, but he barely plays.
And then on the wing they brought in Doku.
That
Which
is
is-
wrong.
He's around, but I don't know.
I think, yeah, they just have so many options. I don't know if it's like that's a hard question to see if it's.
I don't think you bring in the likes of, or you lose Mahrez and then you bring in Doku and Kovacic and still have the element of let's say attacking threat that Mahrez offered.
Yeah, but Mars didn't even play in like the important stages of the Champions League.
Yeah, but it's like that last run where they're fighting for everything. You need a player like Mahrez to give these other guys a rest.
You
But,
mean like in the league?
In the league, Champions League, I think they're fighting for all these other cups. But for this game, yeah, it shouldn't be an easy sweep for City.
Also, they brought in not an attacker, but they brought in Vardio on defense,
Correct.
which is I feel like it's a decent. Although they've been
It's a
playing him
solid
at like
pickup.
left back, even though he's more of like a center back. I feel like
Who does he have center? Stones and
Diaz and Ake. That's who played last game at least.
Diaz and Ake. That's crazy.
I
You
personally
take him out.
I never liked Ake, honestly.
Me either.
I always thought he was
He's been-
pretty average.
He's been decent for them this year. Couple of winners, I think.
Yeah, I mean he's all right, I guess. He's getting the job done clearly because they're winning games, they're competing for
Yeah.
everything, but I just don't think he's world class.
Yeah.
It's probably more like you can't really notice his deficiencies because the other ones cover up for him.
Right, his team around him.
Another thing is Copenhagen hasn't played in their league, or they've been taking their winter break. They've been playing the Atlantic Cup, so that could be a factor. And easy route for Haaland and De Bruyne to get a couple stats up.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can agree City's gonna make it through pretty easily.
I think so too, for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess overall we can say we're gonna say City, right? We're gonna say Bayern. The one we were kind of split on was PSG, Real Sociedad, and then the Real Madrid. We said Real Madrid, so
Real Madrid.
I think
gonna
that's what we're
pick-
gonna go with.
Out of PSG, Real Sociedad, just to make it through, who are we going with?
Would you say Billy?
I'm gonna say PSG.
Okay,
I said
so we'll go
PSG.
PSG 2v1. So we'll go PSG then for our group.
What do you guys think?
consensus.
What do you guys think? Comment below. Let me know what you guys think.
Yeah, let us know who you guys think is gonna go through out of these 4 games. All right, that's it for this week. Next week, tune in to hear the other 4 games. We got those. I feel like those games they're gonna be decent too. I think they're more juicy next week, honestly.
I think so too, man.
I see a couple upsets next week.
But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It's only up from here, boys.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
See ya. Let's do it.